So, sometimes a brother just wants to do a little videoing in his truck on his way home from work. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Hey, welcome to Dirt Guy Drive Time. This is the show where I just open my mouth and about 10 minutes later I close it. What happens in between is always kind of a mystery. It's kind of a surprise. So listen, little background. It's Hump Day. It's Wednesday, September 4th. 2019, I'm on my way home from work as always, yada, yada, yada. You guys know the drill, right? I have made, I think this is my 5th attempt at my daily vlog entry today, okay? 5 times now. I am so far down, I am getting close to my house and I still haven't shot the video. Because every time I push the record button, hey, whoa, lady, whoa. Jesus Christ. She just drifted into my lane because she was sneezing or something. This is a cursed trip home. Every time I push the record button on the camera, my phone rang. I'm like, come on, people. I left work at 3 o'clock today. Again, I left at 3 o'clock, by the way. This last call, I'd have to look to see, was about 20 minutes. Between the Cobra and the electrical or the structural engineer and myself. And here's what's ironic about this. Nobody else knows but my general super duper intendant and you guys that I do not have a structural background. I don't. I'm an underground guy. I put the big pipes in the ground and I cover them with dirt. That's why I'm the dirt guy, people. Dirt Guy Drive Time. I'm on the phone with the structural engineer and I am barely holding my own. I don't want to sound like a freaking tool or like an idiot. We're talking uplift and tensioning and shear factor and well, I think I've developed a gift, by the way. Some of the stuff he'll say, the engineer would say earlier in the conversation gets filed away, and then later on I regurgitate that same stuff as if I've known it for years. And I'm like, so he'll be like, so the uplift is split now between 2 trimmers with the post-tensioning happening after the 2nd floor. I have no idea what you just said. But later in the conversation, I'm like, and so that's why we're agreeing we'll do the post-tensioning after the 2nd floor between the 2 trimmers. And he's like, exactly. I'm like, all right, copy that, no problem. Man, I hope I remember this shit tomorrow because I have no idea what he said or what I said. I'm still cracking up about it. Oh my God, how did I get here? Oh. Anyway, welcome to Dirt Guy Drive Time. I'll have some coffee. That was a weird feeling. I hope I didn't just run somebody over. I'm having a weird drive home, people. Speaking of weird drive home. Yesterday, if you watched yesterday's installment, left work at 3 o'clock. I was kind of pissed because it was a waste of time what I was doing there. And I got home in 2 hours instead of 2.5. The freeway was wide flipping open, man. Right up until it wasn't open and whatever. But I was hauling booty, baby. I was like totally cool. And then I get this new routine in the morning where I get up 5 minutes earlier than I used to get up. And my morning routine of waking up, drinking coffee, yada, 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 other personal matters I will not discuss with you on this broadcast. I shorten that by like 5 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes. The net effecto is I leave the house 10 to 15 minutes early because I want to get to work early. And so I left. Yesterday it worked like a charm. I was at work 15 minutes early, opened a trailer, walked in, I'm all alone in the world. I could have been running around naked and nobody would have known. Except for all the cameras we have everywhere. Yeah, I'll put a pin in that one. So I was expecting the same thing today, when all of a sudden, I got to work 15 minutes late. Traffic was atrocious. And so that started my day on a real downer, bro. I'm the boss. I don't like getting to work late. You gotta lead by example. I try to lead by example. I try to encourage the people that work with me. I try to discipline them when they need it. You know, make some jokes here and there, and then tell them, quit busting my balls about being a cigarette smoker. Come on, people. Enough of that kind of madness. I'm the jefe. Anyway, so I started the day on kind of a downer note, frankly. And it was just one email after another. Ba-ding, ba-ding. It was like a pachinko machine or a pinball machine. I had to turn off the speakers on my damn computer because I just kept getting emails all day. I didn't stop the emails, but I didn't have to listen to ba-ding, 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 ba-ding all day. So anyway, worked like a charm. Today was the weekly conference call with all the bigwigs. And, you know, each week I grow a bigger pair of brass ones. All right. The super duper gets more duper. Something like that. We're having a problem with the designer for the electrical system. The designer. He's like an artist that puts little dots on a piece of paper and says, this is going to look awesome. He sends it to the electrical engineer who's got to connect those dots with wires. Then it goes to the architect. Then it goes to us. Then it goes to our electrician. Boom. Build it. Make it happen. The designer is a tool on this job. We are framing guest rooms on the Holiday Inn. And he is still designing the electrical. And so we've been trying to short circuit the system by working directly with him, going, it doesn't work like that. This isn't going to work. The plan is this. And he finally just shut down. He said, screw it. I'm not talking to people anymore. Why can't I do that? Screw it. I'm just not talking. The Cobra can call me. Hey, Cobra, not talking anymore. Screw it. Sorry, not doing it. I'm going to block your number. You don't get to do that. So anyway, moving up to the conference call, we actually have a line item on our old business, on our minutes, referring to this tool, but it was from the previous hotel. And so today, when we got to that, I said, we're going to talk about this relative to the Holiday Inn Express. And I went off, on this guy. I said, my electricians are shut down. We are not building another thing over there. This is going to delay shear walls and hold downs and framing and yada yada. It's going to cost the owner a bunch of money because this guy can't get off his ass 2 years down the road and give us a plan to build off of. Woo, the Cobra lost his shit. Exactly as I planned. Yeah, so he went off. He's like, I'm going to get to the bottom of this right now. Anything. I'm like, please help the poor little super duper attendant. I need your help. So left that meeting, conference call, kind of pumped. Yo. Oh, my powers grow daily. Anyway, so that's the work update. Hey, I just, I thought I'd move into something else, though, that I don't want to give away too much about my personal life with Cindy Brown without her permission. But there's something that she and I are struggling with that involves some fear and anxiety for the future. And it's not our marriage. Our marriage is rock solid. Madly in love. Without each other, we would implode, frankly. All right? We lean on each other pretty significantly. And I don't need to preach anymore about that. It's just an awesome thing we got going. But there's this, like I said, this I'll just say problem. I'll just call it a problem. It's not really a problem, but I'll call it a problem so we don't have to call it what it really is. Pretty cryptic, huh? So we got this problem, and quite frankly, without knowing a way out, it's just easier to go home, drink some beers, and just not think about it, right? You just let her ride, baby. Let her fly. But it doesn't get better when you do that. It doesn't go away. You just drink more. Now, I'm all for drinking. Oh, you guys got to know that. I've even got Cindy Brown hooked on it now. Boom, party at my place. But it doesn't fix the problem. So over the weekend, I dug into the problem. Didn't want to. Dug into the problem. And faced its brutally ugly snarl. And yet, oh, that's a text from the wife. And then yesterday, Cindy Brown, the first lady, queen of everything, she sort of had to face some of it. And it was anxious. It was terrifying. Not terrifying. It was bad. We were upset. But then we've concluded something through this experience. I'll share this with you, and then I'm going to just shut the hell up, okay? The first thing when you've got a seemingly insurmountable problem is you got to face the problem. Now, I'm not advising you. I'm just saying this is what we decided. You got to face it. You got to look it in the eye. You got to analyze it. You got to put the fear on hold for a minute and then say, problem, what do you got? Bring it, bitch. Like that. You got to look at the problem. Size it up. Sometimes it looks bigger than it really is. You got to figure that part out. All right, so now we've identified in no uncertain terms the problem. So what's the plan? We're Americans. Most of us want a quick fix. We want it fixed right now. That doesn't happen all the time. The plan needs to be, frankly, something I learned when I was working with people in recovery. And that is, you got to just do the next indicated thing. The next indicated thing. There are small things that she and I can be doing to slowly erode away the problem, to make it go away. And we've begun doing those. The first thing is get out of bed in the morning, put one foot in front of the other, and go through your day. You can't hide, you can't bury yourself in a bottle. You just got to move through the day. Do whatever's next. But in your mind, it's like, if it's a money problem, well, today, I'm not going to have Starbucks. Now, it's a small thing to not have well, unless you're my wife, in which case it's like $100 a day. But it's like, if it's a money problem, I won't do that. If it's a relational problem, you take one small step in that direction, and it doesn't change anything necessarily. But over time, it will. It should. It could. But the important thing is the fear factor begins to go away because it's not such an unknown anymore. You're going down that path. So I'm going to be exploring that as well as we move forward, as I flesh that out a little bit more. But I think there's something there that we can all benefit from. So anyway, the summary point is size up the problem, look it square in the eye and say, I got this. I don't know how, but I got this. All right. Your parents were wondering one day when you were going to stop crapping your diapers and use a toilet like a big boy, right? Everybody eventually does. Some are quicker, some are slower. I'm saying it's the same thing. You just got to keep moving forward, and eventually it's got to work itself out, or at least the fear factor needs to go away through acceptance. That's a whole nother, whatever. That's some more therapy crap. Enough of that. I'm actually way beyond where I need to be to shut this camera off. So, hey, thanks for being with me today on my tired drive home, victorious and philosophical. And until I see you again tomorrow for the big date night pregame show, my name is Steve Brown, and fear not, for I am with you.